I've got over 20,000 subscribers. I have over 12 million views and I've made just under $100,000 on YouTube. And in today's video, I want to help you survive and thrive as a small YouTuber, sharing some of the things that helped me be successful and some of the things I'm going to continue doing into the future. I started YouTube 5 years ago during COVID. We're in lockdown, and there was really two reasons as to why I wanted to get onto YouTube. The first one was, well, we're in lockdown. I didn't have a lot to do, and I wanted to see how long does it take to get monetized. For me, it was 18 months, in case you're wondering. So from my first video to when I got monetized was about 18 months, which is actually a very long time to continue doing something. And a lot of people said I was wasting my time and it wouldn't be worth the investment. But I stuck with it because why not? I set myself the challenge. The second reason was I wanted to share and answer a lot of questions that I was getting from people during the day. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? A lot of my content is how to focus, especially on technology products. And I figured if you're asking that question, there's probably 10, 100,000 people out there struggling with the same thing. And I realized that if I can make content that is valuable to people, it allows me to share my message, it allows me to help people use their technology better, and it gives me a platform and a reason to build my YouTube videos. So really, they're the two reasons why I started doing this. If I was going to give my piece of advice of what makes me or what has helped me be successful, it is the fact that I set the goal of I want to see how long it takes to be a YouTuber or be paid as a YouTuber. And I didn't have a real end in mind. I just knew the goal was how long is this going to take? A week, a month, a year? And I also knew that as I was building content, I would get excited as I was getting more and more people watching it. The thing you need to know with YouTube videos, though, is that just because you launch it today, it might take 6 months, 12 months. Some videos take over a year before they get discovered. And this is because maybe someone's not looking for your content right now, but in a few months' time, they might be looking for content that you've already put out there. It isn't about going viral, it's about putting content that can actually help people. But they don't always need that advice right now. The other thing is, as you build more and more content, that content actually starts to recommend your other things. So it's really like a snowball. That first little snowflake doesn't do much. But as it goes and it rolls and you go from 1 to 10 to 20 to 50 videos, there's a few things that happened and you have some really cool compounding interest there. The first thing is you get way more confident in being in front of the camera. You also get way more confident in the kind of YouTube videos you want to create. You know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and sort of where your niche is. You also learn your workflow and how to speed things up. I remember videos that you used to take, say, 6 hours to make, now take 2 hours to make. And that's because you build the muscle of it. And when it comes to creating, the more consistent, or when it comes to anything, the more consistently you do it, the better, the faster, and the easier it is. And that allows you to keep leveling up. And that's really on a personal front, not just about YouTube, but everything. The other thing is, as you build a bigger content of a bigger YouTube library, you have more and more people finding your channel, and your content will continue to be referred to more and more people, and you'll get viewers that really like the stuff that you put out, but they also get invested in you as a person, and they want to see you succeed. So they like, they subscribe, they comment, they say thank you, they give you advice. The advice can be positive or negative. I've had a lot of negative comments when I first started saying that my microphone was terrible. I invested in a $70 or $90 microphone about 4 years ago. It's still the primary mic that I use now. But I also know that when I'm making these sorts of videos, I've got my little DJI mic here just to give you guys the best audio that I can. And also when you're looking at, I can't start YouTube yet because I don't have the right camera, the right microphone, the right lighting, the right laptop, they're all excuses. Maybe you don't have the best camera, the best microphone, the best laptop, the best anything, but you can start now, right? Everyone has a phone in their pocket that they can easily get started and creating with. And then as you continue to build on your YouTube journey, you find the things that work for you. I've got a really expensive microphone, but it's tied to my desk. I don't use it all that often. People say, why don't you use your SLR or upgrade your phone? I film everything on my iPhone 13 mini because it does the job, right? And I edit on a 4 or 5 year old laptop because, again, it does everything I need it to do. It's not about, when I think about creating for YouTube, I'm not creating for my own sense of self, right? I'm creating to make content that's helpful for other people. And I get the value of knowing that my content was helpful. So obviously, if this is helpful, let me know down below, or give it a like or something like that. But don't think of, hey, what's going to make me look amazing? But how can my content help you? How can my content entertain you? And think about you giving something to your audience. And then also realize that success on YouTube is not overnight. For me, it wasn't even over 12 months or 18 months or even now 5 years. You know, success is a constantly shifting metric. 5 years ago, if I said I'd have 1 million views, I'm like, that is so far out of reach. And now I've 12x that. If I said I was going to make $1,000 in a month, I'm like, that would be amazing. I now make between 2,000 and 4,000 depending on the month. And the goalposts, they keep changing. The content that I want to make keeps changing. But if I was going to give some advice on, hey, what's going to make you a successful YouTuber? Don't think it's going to happen overnight. Set yourself realistic goals, but keep working towards it. Don't think you need the best of everything, but stay consistent with what you have and level up your tech as you go. Find stuff that you like working with. And, if you need a new camera or a new something, get it when you actually need it, not just because you think, oh, all the big YouTubers have it, right? Just, live or buy things for YouTube within your means. And also, the biggest piece is, my content is how to. And really, my goal is how can I help you, right? Don't think about, what is going to be best for you when you make it. Think, how can what I put out there is going to help my audience? And try think of it, as you build different content, make it from your audience's point of view. What's going to be helpful, useful, or entertaining? Anyway, that's a quick ramble while I drink my coffee. Thank you guys for watching. If it was helpful, let me know in the comment section down below. See you next time. Bye.